Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Paul Pogba is increasingly likely to sign a new deal to stay at Manchester United, reflecting on our summer transfer business. Paul Pogba's current contract at Manchester United expires next summer. Talks are ongoing with Pogba's representatives to persuade him to sign a new contract. Solskjaer is not worried about Pogba's contract situation. He mentioned that the other week. Before the start of the season, Pogba rejected a new Man United contract. And Sky Sports did come out at that point and say that Pogba was increasingly unlikely to sign a new Man United contract. Sky Sports News said before the start of the season that Pogba sees a long-term future at Man United but may wait on the contract extension. Marca said not so long ago that Paul Pogba apparently told his agent that he wants to play for Real Madrid. He won't extend his contract and he said he would leave for free in 2022. Now, quite a few weeks ago, Sky Sports News said that Pogba is very likely to leave Man United on a free next summer when his contract expires. He said he was set to join PSG on a 3 because PSG are pushing to sign Pogba next summer. Was it before the start of the season? He said that PSG are prepared to offer Pogba £510,000 a week in wages to prize him away from Man United. Paul Pogba has enjoyed a good start to the season. He's already got 5 assists. He got 4 assists on the opening day against Leeds, and he got an assist in the game against Southampton. Weren't brilliant though against Wolves. I thought he lost possession quite a few times and he gave the ball away a few times. There was talks saying that Pogba should have been sent off in the game against Wolves for the challenge on Ruben Neves, building up to Mason Greenwood's winner. But Pogba looked better when Cavani came on in the Wolves game. Pogba produced good performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season, but at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury for a while, and he sustained quite a few ankle injuries at Man United. Mino Raiola has been working hard to get Pogba out of the club. He's done a lot of talking. Don't forget, back in December last year, Mino Raiola came out and said that Pogba's career at Man United is over. He said he was unhappy and he has to leave and he had no intentions of extending his contract. Don't forget, Solskjaer was furious with Mino Raiola's announcement. This is Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he rejoined. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far, and he's our most expensive signing at the moment because we did pay 89 million for him. We had Pogba when he was a lot younger under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, but we had to let him go due to limited appearances. Pogba is versatile. I think Paul Pogba is very good in more of an advanced role, and we've played him on the left hand side so far this season. Some United fans prefer him in a deeper role. So that's the news on Paul Pogba. Cristiano Ronaldo has come out and said that I'm so happy to be back after 12 years. Ronaldo has made it clear to Solskjaer that he's returned to win trophies. Now, yesterday, Ronaldo's transfer to Man United was officially complete. It got announced last Friday that Manchester United reached an agreement with Juventus to re-sign Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo signed a 2-year contract with Man United with an option of a 3rd year. Ronaldo will receive £480,000 a week. So he's obviously the highest earner at Old Trafford. Manchester United agreed a fee of €15 million with a further €8 million in add-ons. So in total that's €23 million. It equates to 19.7 million in pounds sterling. And Ronaldo completed his medical on Monday. I'm expecting Cristiano Ronaldo to make his debut against Newcastle after the international break. After the 1-0 win against Wolves, Solskjaer confirmed that Cristiano Ronaldo will play as a centre forward. I think Ronaldo is going to be Manchester United's new number 7. But you know what? I'm very surprised that he's come back, and I think a lot of United fans are surprised. Because obviously, Man City were the favourites to sign him. You know, Man City held talks with Cristiano Ronaldo's agent, Jorge Mendes. But Man City pulled out of the race. But the reason Man City went in for Ronaldo is because they couldn't get Kane, because Kane is staying at Tottenham. Last week, Ronaldo left Juventus training. He was there for like 40 minutes. And he did make it clear to Juventus that he wanted to leave. In Solskjaer's press conference prior to the game against Wolves, he made a public plea for Cristiano Ronaldo to rejoin. But I am convinced that Ronaldo is going to do really well in his second spell at Man United. In Ronaldo's first spell at Man United, he scored 118 goals in 292 games in all competitions. And he won 3 Premier League titles. He won the Champions League, the FIFA Club World Cup, the FA Cup, and a couple of League Cups. When we got Ronaldo for the first time, we paid £12 million for him from Sporting Lisbon. He enjoyed 6 years with us. We sold him in 2009 to Real Madrid for £80 million. He enjoyed like 9 or 10 years with Real Madrid. And Juventus got him in 2018 for £88 million. He enjoyed 3 years with Juventus. And his current contract at Juventus was due to expire next year. Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time. He's won 32 major trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. And he has scored over 780 goals for club and country. As you all know, the summer transfer window is shut. The transfer window shut yesterday night at 11 o'clock. I thought Manchester United enjoyed a very good summer transfer window. You know, we did make 4 signings. We brought Tom Heaton in on a free from Villa. We brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. We brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid. And we brought Cristiano Ronaldo in. And in the summer transfer window, we spent around 140 million. And Solskjaer mentioned a few times throughout the summer transfer window that he was very pleased with our summer transfer business. And Solskjaer received the backing he deserved, you know, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. The only disappointing thing is that we didn't get a midfielder in. I'm hoping we can get a midfielder in January. In the summer transfer window, we sold just one player, and that was Daniel James. He went to Leeds. Leeds got him for 25 million. He signed a 5-year contract with Leeds, and he's wearing the number 20 shirt at Leeds. The reason we offloaded Daniel James was because we re-signed Cristiano Ronaldo. We did loan quite a few players out in the summer transfer window. We loaned Brandon Williams out to Norwich. We loaned Ethan Laird out to Swansea. We loaned Andres Pereira out to Flamengo. We loaned Axel Tuanzebe out to Villa. We loaned Tahith Chong out to Birmingham. And we also loaned Facundo Pellistri out. I give you the news on Donny van de Beek, didn't I, this morning? Solskjaer rejected Donny van de Beek's exit because it said that Everton were close to signing Donny van de Beek on loan. We should have let him go because quite clearly Donny van de Beek is not getting enough game time at Man United. This is Van de Beek's second full season at the club. Last season, Van de Beek made 36 appearances for Man United in all competitions, but most of them appearances came from the bench. I recall Van de Beek starting 4 league games last season. And earlier on in the summer, he was subjected to a lot of transfer speculation. So I haven't really had much of a perception on Donny van de Beek at Man United, but in general he's a good player, so this is why I've suggested we should use him more. We got Van de Beek in a deal worth 40 million from Ajax with add-ons included. Van de Beek's got a contract with Man United till 2025. And he's versatile, he can play in 3 different roles. Anthony Martial is staying at Manchester United until at least January. On deadline day, Martial rejected the chance to join Lyon on loan. Martial is part of Solskjaer's plans this season, because before the start of the season it said that Solskjaer refused to sell Anthony Martial. I've said Martial isn't good enough to represent the club. Martial's been at Man United for 6 years. He's got 3 years left on his contract and he receives £200,000 a week. He scored 78 goals for Man United in all competitions, and we got him in a deal worth 58 million from Monaco back in 2015. And last season he was out with a knee injury for a while. And Jesse Lingard is obviously staying, which I'm disappointed about. But I'm expecting Man United to offload some players in January, and I'm expecting more to leave next summer. But you know what? Manchester United have got a very good squad now. And I did say it's a title winning squad. Especially with us re-signing Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, we've got the best player in the world in our side. You've got Jadon Sancho, that's good. And Sancho's going to do well at Man United, providing that Solskjaer uses him right. Sancho made his first start against Wolves. Couldn't really get into the game because, to be honest with you, didn't get enough service. Sancho to Man United was confirmed on the 23rd of July. We got Sancho in a deal worth 78 million, with add-ons included, and he's got a contract with Man United until June 2026. There's an option of a further year. Raphael Varane, he's going to do well at Man United. Varane did very well on his debut against Wolves last weekend. He made some key clearances and he looked well composed. Raphael Varane to Man United was official just before kick-off against Leeds. That was on the opening day of the season. We got Varane in a deal worth, 41 million? With add-ons included. Man United paid 34 million up front. Varane signed a 4-year contract with Man United with an option of a 5th year. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. You know, he's highly experienced and he's got a very good pedigree as a player. He won a lot of trophies when he was at Real Madrid. And he was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He endured 10 years with them. So he did remain loyal to them for so long. Varane is wearing the number 19 shirt, is he? It said when he was official. Tom Heaton, you know, I think he's a pretty decent goalkeeper. Obviously, we brought him in as a backup. To Tom Heaton's credit, he did well throughout pre-season. He really did. We brought him in on a free from Villa. He's got a contract with Man United till 2023. There's an option of a further year. Solskjaer now faces a goalkeeping dilemma, reflecting on De Gea's good displays this season so far. De Gea has been in goal for our first 3 league games. He was absolutely superb against Wolves last weekend. Made a world-class save to deny Roman Saiz. He made a double save to deny Roman Saiz. He also made a straightforward save to deny Raul Jimenez. And in the Leeds Southampton games, didn't really have much to do. I still highly rate David De Gea. He has made a lot of mistakes though in the last couple of years and he's cost us certain games. De Gea has been a long servant at the club. He's endured 10 years at Manchester United and this is his 11th season, so he's been with us since the Sir Alex Ferguson era. David De Gea has 2 years left on his contract and he receives £375,000 a week. A few years ago he was regarded as the best goalkeeper in the world because he's won everything domestically at the football club and he's made over 500 appearances for Man United in all competitions. So there you go. Dean Henderson, I really like him. Dean Henderson has been unavailable because he's been recovering from COVID, but Dean Henderson is close to returning, and he's going to get some chances obviously this season. Dean Henderson did well in a lot of the games he was in goal for last season. His distribution was good and he kept a lot of clean sheets. Henderson's got that experience behind him. He endured 2 successful loans with Sheffield. He's also had other loan spells before. And before the start of last season, he signed a 6-year contract with Man United. So reflecting on that, he committed his future to the club. You've got Wan-Bissaka. That's a good right back. He's probably one of the best right backs we've had since Gary Neville. Defensively, always been superb. There's aspects of his game that I've got to improve. I think Wan-Bissaka has got to show more attacking intent. His crossing's probably got to improve as well. Maybe he's got to provide more width. And his positioning, I think, needs to improve a bit more. Bissaka was quite poor against Wolves, but he did make a fantastic goal line clearance to deny Trinchao. This is Wan-Bissaka's 3rd full season at Man United. We got him in a deal worth 50 million from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019. And Eric Bailly, he's a decent centre-half. He said earlier on in the summer that Eric Bailly's future was in doubt following the arrival of Raphael Varane. But I said I'd keep Bailly as a backup, so if Varane or Harry Maguire get injured, then Bailly is the plan B. He's injury prone though, Bailly. Towards the end of last season, he signed a new contract with Man United until 2024. There's an option of a further year. We've got quite a few centre-halves in our team. Harry Maguire, decent centre-half. He's had his good games at Man United, he's had his bad games. I thought Maguire was good against Wolves last weekend, brought the ball out well from the back and he was very effective in the air. And he was good in the opening day against Leeds. He was a big miss for us towards the end of last season because he had ligament damage in his ankle. But like I said, we should get the best out of Maguire now with Varane alongside him. We paid 80 million for Maguire. Overpaid for him. Most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment and the 2nd most expensive signing at the club. Luke Shaw, very good left-back. I'm expecting Luke Shaw to endure a good season. He's had a good start to this season. I thought Shaw was very good last season. In fact, last season he was the best left-back in the Premier League. I think we are in the process of extending Luke Shaw's contract. Luke Shaw's been our first choice left back for a while and he still remains our first choice left back despite the arrival of Tellez last year. Shaw's had a good career at Man United despite the injuries he's sustained before. Shaw's been at Man United for like 7 years, so he's been a long-serving player. Like I said, Pogba's good. I hope he signs this new contract. McTominay, he's good when he wants to be, but he's not yet on that level where I want him to be at. The question is, can he emulate that level? He certainly needs more time at the club. He's been part of the club for a long time as it stands. McTominay's out with a groin injury at the moment. I think he did have an operation on his groin. Just after the first lockdown last year, McTominay signed a 5-year contract, so reflecting on that, he committed his future to the club. And Bruno Fernandez, obviously a world-class player. He's one of our best players and he's probably one of the best signings we have made since Ferguson retired. Analysing the vast majority of Bruno Fernandez's games, he's been very, very consistent. There's been a few games though where he's looked off the pace, but we have overplayed him. Earlier on in the summer, it said that Bruno Fernandez does not want to leave Manchester United. He wants to stay at the club as contract talks go on. Solskjaer's already mentioned he wants a new contract for Bruno Fernandez. Fernandez's current contract expires in 2025, but there's an option of a further 12 months. Last season, Bruno Fernandez won Player of the year, and he's won Player of the Month quite a few times, reflecting on his good performances. Fernandez got his first Man United hat-trick against Leeds on the opening day. Bruno Fernandez predominantly plays as a number 10. Greenwood, very good player, still young, got a lot of development in him. Greenwood's enjoyed a good start this season, 3 goals in our first 3 league games. Should have had more than 1 goal against Leeds. Greenwood made his senior debut for Man United back in 2019. He's been a United player since the age of 7, so he's been part of the club for a long time, and last season Greenwood signed a new 4-year contract, so there you go. Edison Cavani, he's made an impact since he's come in. Like I updated you yesterday, there was reports coming out saying that Barcelona made an inquiry over signing Manchester United striker Edison Cavani. Obviously Barcelona lost Lionel Messi in the summer transfer window to PSG. And Barcelona were in advanced talks, but Romano came out and said that Edison Cavani would not join Barcelona. He said he's not leaving Man United in the final hours of the transfer market. But Cavani will leave Man United after this season. He's going to find it hard to get in the team now anyway, with obviously Man United re-signing Cristiano Ronaldo. Cavani signed a new deal back in May and he receives £250,000 a week. And Rashford, he's good when he wants to be, but he has enjoyed his bad periods at Man United. He was out of form towards the end of last season. At the moment, Rashford is out with a shoulder injury. He's out until October because earlier on in the summer, Rashford decided to have surgery on his shoulder. And Natalanga, he looks a good asset for the first team squad. Amad Diallo looks good in the games he did play in. Hasn't played in many for the first team. As we all know, Amad Diallo, he's not going out on loan now because obviously he's injured for 6 weeks. But when the summer transfer window was open, Romano said that Feyenoord were close to signing Amad Diallo on loan until the end of the season. We got Amad Diallo in a deal worth 37 million with add-ons included. We got him from Atlanta. So like I say, that is a good squad. There's still certain players at Man United that are not good enough to represent the club. Lindelof's not good enough. We need to offload him in January or next summer, if not January. Fred's not good enough. We need to get rid of him in January or next summer. Matic isn't good enough. We've got to offload him as well. Lingard isn't good enough. Martial isn't good enough. So there you go. And to be honest with you, I think we should offload Tellez next year because it's pointless him being with us. Tellez doesn't really get in the team. Obviously, Tellez is out with an ankle injury at the moment. But he wouldn't have been in contention to play even if he had been available because, like I've said, Luke Shaw is our first choice left back. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.